We entered. He led me to a simple chamber where the Lord sat behind a clear desk. I took a seat across from him and we began to talk. I don't remember the entire conversation. He told me I wouldn't, but I remember the essence of it, and it felt like I was talking to an old friend, a loving, infinite friend. Welcome to Let's Lift the Veil. Imagine opening your eyes and finding yourself face to face with God, and beside him, your deceased father smiles at you. That's what happened to me during my near-death experience. In this video, I'll share what I saw, what I felt, and how it changed my perception of life, time, and what lies beyond, when I was clinically dead for 3 minutes. If you believe consciousness goes beyond death, stay until the end. Subscribe for more powerful and inspiring NDE stories. And if this touched you, give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. I can't say exactly when it happened, because I was told it was between February 12th and 15th, 2010. But for me, those days just vanished. I was unconscious, in a coma, after a violent car accident. I had a traumatic brain injury and was declared clinically dead for 3 minutes during the surgery meant to save my life. I had no awareness of my physical body. I only knew where I was when I saw the light. They say,
"Don't follow the light."
but in that place, you don't really have a choice. You either follow it, or you remain stuck, hoping to wake up. So I walked toward it. As I walked, the light grew, and it eventually surrounded me entirely. Suddenly, I found myself standing outside the gates of heaven, and a seraphim was waiting. I barely had time to say my name before he smiled and said,
"Follow me. He wishes to speak with you."
So I did. We entered. He led me to a simple chamber where the Lord sat behind a clear desk. I took a seat across from him and we began to talk. I don't remember the entire conversation. He told me I wouldn't, but I remember the essence of it, and it felt like I was talking to an old friend, a loving, infinite friend. I asked him, "Am I really dead?" He smiled and said,
"Don't worry. You're not staying. I don't wish to have you home yet. You still have much to live for."
That's when my dad walked in. I hadn't known he had died in the crash, because we were supposed to go out to eat. He was driving, and now there he was, standing beside the Lord, smiling with that familiar mischievous look of his. He said,
"I'm home."
And I said, "Daniel will miss you, and so will I." Daniel is my younger brother. He was 17, and my dad told me,
"Take care of him while you still can."
The Lord added,
"Your father spoke to me earlier, and he didn't want you to die, so I granted his wish."
We talked more, me, my father, and the Lord. I don't remember the details, but I felt consoled, comforted, wrapped in warmth and understanding. At some point, I said, "I'd like to go check on Daniel." I hugged them both, and I still remember those hugs. When I embraced the Lord, he whispered into my ear,
"You won't remember everything we discussed, but don't worry. You'll remember what you need to, when the time is right. And when you cross heaven's threshold again, you'll remember it all."
And just like that, I returned. My life, behind the veil. Since that day, my life has changed, though you wouldn't see it from the outside. My faith hasn't shifted. I'm still a moderate, non-denominational Protestant, but how I perceive time, life, and the beyond, it all became deeply alive within me. I received some gifts, and the most notable, I can sense when time flows faster or slower than usual. I've noticed other abilities, but I've been warned not to share them openly. They're meant for those who've been gifted similarly. I haven't really shared that experience with anyone except for my aunt. 6 weeks after I was discharged from the hospital. She did not seem to take me seriously. She even went as far as implying she thought it was just something I made up. I sharply corrected her without my usual polite demeanor. I wasn't too rude, but I wasn't polite either in my retort. I didn't discuss it further with her again unless she asked me directly about it. The memory of my father remains with me. Sometimes in dreams, or in deep silence, I feel that same peace again, that presence, as if reminding me it all really happened. My values haven't dramatically changed, nor have my relationships, but deep down, I know I've seen something very few have seen. And I came back for a reason. Even if I don't fully understand it yet, I trust that, and when the moment comes, I'll remember. Thank you for staying with me through this story. Since that day, the author knows what he lived was real. He may not remember everything, but when you return from a place like that, life is never quite the same. If this story touched you, subscribe for more testimonies like this one. And tell me, do you believe there's something beyond death? Let's talk in the comments. Thank you for watching, and for keeping your heart open. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. See you soon.